What's going on, guys? So today I am out here at General RV in Michigan, and we're going to take a look at this LACROSSE travel trailer. Now from this angle it may not look that massive, but this thing is absolutely a huge travel trailer, and they're doing a lot of interesting things with it. We're going to try to go over most of them. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Of course, starting with the numbers, this has a gross vehicle weight rating 11,335 pounds, cargo capacity of 1,694 pounds, which means even when this is dry, you're talking about 9,603 pounds, and this is nearly 40 feet long. It's 39 feet long. It's going to ride on twin 5,100-pound axles, so that's a good axle capacity, and it's going to have E-load range tires. So whenever you look at this LACROSSE brand, it's an interesting brand because it's part of the Forest River family, and they're doing some interesting things that some of the other brands aren't doing. So let's kind of walk around and see what this thing is all about. So somebody left that on. Twin 20-pound propane cans. I would have liked to see 30-pound propane cans on something this big. This is going to have tire pressure monitoring because I can already see the booster antenna right there. Spot for a couple batteries. You see this really interesting bump out on the fiberglass front nose cap, which is cool. And it has a window up here as well, which we'll see when we go inside. Prep for the Furrion side view cameras. Nice dense baggage doors. This is going to have a solar charge controller here, but I don't think that this is going to be an MPPT. I think this is a PWM. Then you have the ability to extend and retract, I believe, your awning from inside of here. Plus you have a disconnect for your solar. It is not a full pass-through storage either, but they do give you a slam latch. Little leash link right there for your puppy. You have twin awnings, one right here and one right here. Both of them have LED light strips. Does not have frameless windows though. This uses what they call a Turnabond construction methods on it, and this has extended season thermal package. Don't really know what that means, honestly. It does have the TST tire pressure monitoring, as I mentioned. This has a very wide track to it. It's supposed to help eliminate some porpoising, but it also makes it kind of difficult if you want to upgrade your suspension, so just keep that in mind. The tires on here are Rainier tires. They're not terrible tires, but they're not the best. I would definitely invest some money in these areas, and I think there is a suspension equalizer you could add, but you can do some funky things with the suspension here to really upgrade it if you want. I like that they have the reinforcement brackets on the actual suspension hangers though, and this is a 12-inch I-beam frame with a reinforced section beneath it for the suspension. It's going to have electronic stabilization, but not auto leveling. And around back, you got your spare tire. It does have a bumper on it, which is nice. These look like they are LED lights. They are LED lights. It's hard to say because the older style looked like that as well. And it is prepped for a Furrion wireless backup camera. On this side, you're going to have a rack and pinion slide out mechanism, which looks like that. On the other side, it's going to be all Schwintek. So I know some people aren't huge fans of Schwintek, but honestly, for the most part, if you use them correctly and you maintain them the way they're supposed to be maintained, you probably won't have any problems for the most part. Okay, so the model number of this RV I am looking for, and maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I can't see the model number, so I'll have to look that up. Let's hop inside. All right. When I say interesting things, color tones is certainly one of them. You have a cloth style seat right here, which does turn into a bed. You have your freestanding dinette with 4 chairs. Freestanding just simply means there's nothing going straight down under it, and you don't have a booth style dinette. Lots of big windows all the way around. Pleated style blinds. I would have liked to see blackout shades on here. You have this kind of interesting slate style cabinetry colors. Not soft closing. That is thermofoil right there. Coming back, you have a good size island. Solid surface material here, which I do really like. You have an Everchill refrigerator. Really nice 12-volt refrigerator. Wide view panoramic fireplace. You have your Furrion soundbar and a good size TV already in place as well. There's some of your kitchen pantry storage. Got more storage here. You got a 3-burner cooktop. This is kind of interesting because this is like the standard cooktop you get in like some Riverstones and some Redwood, some higher end fifth wheels, and they put it in this unit as well. You have the Furrion dedicated oven down here, which is also really nice. More storage. Furrion residential microwave. It is not convection. Undermount stainless steel with the nice wand right here. You have your slide-out room control back here as well, so you can actually control it from the back. You can see that it's currently in a tilted up position. And you can see the mattress on top. So this is going to all slide out into this space whenever everything is set up. spot right here for a washer and dryer. Cool, and I think it might be stackable. It might not be though, but it is pretty high off the ground, and you got really tall ceilings in here, which is really appealing. This is your half bath. So this is gonna be for this back bedroom area because this is a 2-bedroom unit. Thermofoil in here, porcelain foot flush toilet, so that's nice. But again, really tall ceilings in this unit. I like that you have your end tables with power ports there as well, sliding door. And let's work our way up here. So this is gonna be your main bathroom. One entrance into it at least. Porcelain foot flush toilet, nice cornered shower, glass doors, really nice stainless steel sink. It is on thermofoil. Then you have your mirror right there, medicine cabinet. Okay, stepping into the main bedroom. So this is gonna be your main primary bedroom. King size bed, cool shiplap kind of design to the headboard. Pleated blinds, really wish there were blackout blinds everywhere because it's gonna be hard to get this unit dark if you want it super dark in this room. Nice kind of sofa area here. There's storage underneath it, which is also really nice. And you have your hanging storage over here as well. Plus your fuses and breakers are down there, kind of in an odd spot. I love the fact that they're giving you a fireplace in here. So they give you an actual electric fireplace that you can also use for heat. That is super cool, and you don't see that in a lot of RVs, especially travel trailers. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break from this RV tour to talk about something that is critically important if you own an RV and something you don't think about. I got Matt, the founder of Liquified, the best RV toilet treatment in the industry, and they're sponsoring these videos, so give them a big thumbs up for that. I personally don't buy RV toilet paper anymore. I don't wanna always feel like I'm bound to using a toilet paper that's gonna disintegrate in 3 seconds when it touches water.
Yeah.
Does Liquified work well with all major septic safe brands of toilet paper?
Yeah, septic safe, absolutely. What makes Liquified different from its competitors is it's not a chemical, it's made with enzymes and bacteria. So it's gonna liquefy your waste, clean your sensors, and break down the poo pyramid. When you watch testing on Liquified and other brands, you'll see it break down the dog food. Dog food resembles your waste, and it will break it down within a couple of hours, fully broken down within 24 hours. With that said, toilet paper does take a longer time to break down in a stagnant, not moving around position. But the enzymes in Liquified, it's chomping away at the bit, and then when you dump your tanks and flush it, an enzyme bacteria-based toilet treatment is gonna help disintegrate that toilet paper, so when you flush, it goes downhill. You can buy Liquified at an RV dealership close to you, like General RV, 1,700 Walmarts nationwide, Amazon.com, and our website, liquifiedrv.com. And if you go to liquifiedrv.com/SOB, Summer of Bundles, you can save up to 20–25% when you buy our 3-packs.
Yep, and if you buy it from liquified.com, it's very likely you're actually gonna have your product packed by this guy right here.
Yeah, you see the cuts on my fingers? Those are all from packing boxes.
Nice drawers, more wardrobe storage down there. And then you have a nice window up here that would be very interesting to try to crawl out of if you had to in an emergency. That's kind of an interesting scenario. You have your Furrion front air conditioning unit in here as well. So you have 2 AC units, and here are all your wall controls. What do you guys think of this thing? Is this an RV that you love? I mean, for me, I think it's missing some fundamentals. I would love to see a little bit more going on with the suspension. I'd like to see better tires. I'd like to see the hardware in here upgraded a little bit. There's just some areas that I think they could execute on a little better, like solid surface materials instead of thermofoil. I love the fireplace in the bedroom. That is really, really nice. I love the fact that this is 2 full bedrooms with a half bath in the back, and it still feels like a larger trailer. It doesn't feel like a trailer that everything was crammed into, which is really nice. Like the lighting fixtures. Overall, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a good setup. A lot of space around the stove, which I can also really appreciate. And I love the fact that it has the full-size Everchill residential 12-volt refrigerator. Solid surface countertops in the kitchen also makes me smile. I just wish it was everywhere. But what do you guys think? Is this a floor plan that you love? Is this a floor plan that you think your family would love? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.